Okay, so when I was young, I used to watch DC animated show, and there was this one character that I loved a lot, and that character was Batman. Now, when I grew up, I had privilege to watch the Dark Knight trilogy directed by my favorite directors of all time, being Christopher Nolan. The movies were very good, and then a few years later, I got another privilege to watch an Batman version again reimagined by an director named Zack Snyder. His take was solid and it meant a lot for the universe that he was trying to make. Now, later on, again, another director came and he reimagined the Batman, and this time the director was Matt Reeves. So, now, again, James Gunn is gonna make another reboot of the DC cinematic universe, and we'll get another retelling of Batman. Now, the same problem is faced by another character, a very popular character, that is Spider Man. We saw Tobey Maguire, we then saw Andrew Garfield, and now it's Tom Holland. So, what is the problem? Like, what is my problem? If the movies are really great, then why am I against it? So, actually, the problem is not that I am against it. It's just a lot of directors who were really captain for the ship to make a movie successful. A lot of these directors are now becoming just people who are building bricks of something. Now, why am I saying like this? So, back in time, in 1970s, we gave opportunity to new stories, and because of that we got new modern age cinema, or we could say modern age whole cinematic universe. Like, we gave chance to Star Wars, and Star Wars became a thing, like so much popular that if someday if just one character is shown into this franchise, that becomes like an instant icon that people go out, people go in the rallies of Star Wars and they collaborate. I mean, they just participate in these huge massive rallies and stuff. So right now, the problem with the current Hollywood is that a lot of directors who have real good potential, they are not given the chance to direct stories that are their own personal. For example, Matt Reeves is a really good director. I mean, really great at it. He made a movie called as Cloverfield, which was a really good found footage kaiju movie. He reimagined the really great OG movie, which was Planet of the Apes, and his version or his conveying style of the story was really great. He put a great emphasis on his part of the story when he was the director of the movies. Then he made Batman, and trust me, his Batman was really good. I mean, Christopher Nolan's Batman was something that I loved, but it just went to a shit show when I just saw the Batman by Matt Reeves. Then another great example I would say is Dan Trachtenberg. I'm sorry if I'm stating his name wrong. The problem with Dan Trachtenberg is that this guy made the pilot episodes of The Boys. Yes, The Boys was first two episodes were directed by this guy, and he is the guy who literally right now is like, I mean, he's some kind of necromancer, but he rebuilt a dead franchisee. He made Prey, Killer of Killers, and Predator Badlands. I mean, he revived a dead franchisee, which was Predators. He has really good potential in him. And then there is another director that I would really love to name, and that is Wes Ball. Wes Ball has a really great way of showing the story. Like, his aesthetics are really great, but he is stuck with making movies like The Maze Runner, or right now he is literally making Planet of the Apes, like the story taking forward after Caesar's timeline. Now he is a really great director. These are really great directors, but the problem is again that these guys are not given the opportunity to do what they want to do. There are very few directors who are able to pull this move. For example, Christopher Nolan, David Leitch, and Quentin Tarantino, Martin Scorsese. So these guys, they have Jordan Peele for more example. Like these guys, like when they go walk into production house, they are literally given blank checks to make whatever they want to make. Steven Spielberg, for instance, does this. I mean, if he walks with an idea, studios just give him the opportunity to do whatever they want, and they really uh, cash in whatever they can. I mean, like David Leitch is not that of a name who could cash in, but right now I have a huge hopes from him with the way he is building his own directorial debut. I mean, directorial portfolio, because this guy literally directed Deadpool 2, Hobbs and the Shaws by the Fast and Furious franchisee. He literally directed Atomic Blonde, John Wick, and my favorite of all of these movies, and that is Bullet Train, and also The Fall Guy. And right now he's making a movie, if not wrong, it's How to Rob a Bank. I'm not sure about the name of the movie. So yeah, David Leitch is a really good director. Then we have Christopher Nolan. Of course, his work are just pure masterpieces. I mean, if an guy comes and says that I want to make something really mind boggling like Inception or Tenet, and studios are willing to pay him to make his dream come true, then definitely you have a lot of leverage in the whole or in the whole back end production houses or the media houses. You have a lot of leverage. So why do we need new stories, or why should we give directors the opportunity to direct their own solo movies rather than reimagining the Batman or Resident Evil or Spider-Man for the 10th 20th time? I mean, why not? The question is not why we should reinvent. The question is why should we invent new stories? Now, back in the 1970s, if we didn't give chance to new stories, then I don't think we would have been watching today's modern really good cinema content. Like Planet of the Apes was directed in that time. We saw the Jurassic Park, we saw movies like Star Wars, and now today they are the modern media franchises. I mean, they are really good, as they are like literally a whole cinematic universe in itself, which have infinite number of stories. So if we don't give chances to today's new generation stories, I don't think that tomorrow we will have good franchisees. I mean, literally, the point is that if we had been remaking the 1930s movies in 1970s, then we would have never got today's complete cinema. I mean, so you get the point that Hollywood needs to understand that if you give opportunity to new stories and give new ways of still telling a story, I don't think it's a bad idea. It would literally give us a lot of new IPs and new franchises. I mean, Invincible is doing that. Invincible was in comic book, and then it gave spin-offs like Tech Jacket and I forgot the character's name, but I think it was Battle Beast, yeah, sorry, Battle Beast. Okay, so Invincible is doing that. The Boys is doing that. So you need to give chance to new IPs. And how could you give this new chance? Now, if me, as a person who just writes screenplay and has not even made a good directorial debut or a short film, and if I come and say that this idea, could you give me a budget so that we could make something, I don't think anyone would trust me. So a lot of leverage has to be taken from the forefront by literal directors like Matt Reeves or Dan Trachtenberg. They have to take the burden upon themselves to create a new franchisee or a new cinematic universe. Now, I know this will dilute that very artistic persona that movie should be, but I think it's a fair point, because if we kept watching these movies again and again, I don't think we would be in far-fetched future we will see Batman as the way we see him. Batman is a really great and important character. Like, lot of men like me, they all have this Batman ego inside them, that they are just like, I'm Batman, I'm vengeance. So if this Batman is being like completely milked out a lot, that at some point there is no value of Batman, then I don't think there's the point of milking him. Like, seriously, if every third movie is about Batman, then I don't think Batman would have that very same leverage or the very same respect that he has in the pop culture. And this is a very important thing, that we need new stories. And if a movie is solo directed, completely favoring just one movie stand, I think it really makes sense. I mean, why not? It should be important. I mean, right now, even new directors like Karibaka, I recently found this guy on YouTube after Obsession, and he is really doing great. And then after making Obsession, he's like, I want to make Chainsaw Massacre again. Then I completely lost all respect for him. Like, I don't hate him, but I just feel that, he could have done something new, fresh, and made his own Jordan Peele or David Leitch kind of standpoint in the industry, that whatever he wants, he can make it. But once his Chainsaw Massacre movie is remade, reimagined, or retold, and once that happens and that movie is really, really appreciated by the audience, he'll stuck into the cycle. A cycle where a lot of studios would just offer him money to reinvent classics. And we will be watching Chainsaw Man Massacre movies and TV shows again and again, creating this cycle where we will hate these guys until that IP will die. The thing that happened with Mandalorian is proof for what a story could literally do if you just give him a no end to it. His story, I mean, The Witcher had to do, like, literally, The Witcher had to remove its main character just because the production house felt that we need to make a story of our own. And Stranger Things, The Boys, I don't think we need to know much more than what happens if you give chance to a story. So, who can help us save from this constant loop? I think Apple Plus TV is doing a really great job. I mean, I have really good hopes from them. I'm not sure who's the creator of Breaking Bad, but he got the chance to make Pluribus in Apple TV, and he's doing really great, or else he would be still making Breaking Bad franchisee that people would have start hating to a point. So yeah, it's more like you need to give stories to breathe. New stories. I mean, Apple Plus TV is really doing great job. We saw Severance. I mean, Severance is so good. We saw Silo. Sorry, Silo is a really great story. So yeah, I think a lot of media houses and Hollywood needs to understand that they should give directors opportunity to literally do whatever the fuck they want to do and not revive again and again their IPs until to the point that they get so much saturated that literally anything that comes out fresh in the modern media will literally get its eyeballs. I mean, this is a true thing because we guys are so much saturated by Fast and Furious and Marvel and Star Wars that any new IP that comes out apart these IPs, we fucking glue our eyes to that IP. I mean, again, Invincible did that. We saw what From is doing right now. I mean, we all are literally dedicated to see what will happen with From. And we are seeing this happen with a lot of new age modern stories beside the stories that had a real impact on pop culture for a lot of years. We are seeing a new age where new stories gets more eyeballs compared to stories that are keeping on reinvented, while Obsession and Backrooms and a lot of modern horror movies are making so much money that literally when if there is a mummy reboot or a movie around some horror like Chainsaw Massacre, if we just see them and see today's movies, I think a lot of eyeballs go towards these new stories. So I think, yeah, I would not get blacklisted from the community or not get blacklisted by the Hollywood, but I need to know that what is stopping us all from making new stories. I think we all should stand up for ourselves, all the directors and all the screenplay writers and all the storytellers out there. I think we all need to understand this problem and like literally we have to shape reshape the modern Hollywood. We have to create a movement so that we get new stories, new fresh stories. Of course, as I said, I don't want to get blacklisted, but still, right now I have not even started my career and I would be dead on arrival. So I think I am going to give all this burden of my feelings to already established directors and screenplay writers because if they can't stand for us, then I don't think we could stand for ourselves. So, yeah, let's hope for a better future. Anyways, bye.